and thank you for tuning in. Today's show is dedicated, that is of course, to the memory of the late President, His Excellency, Dr. Hage Geingob, as we highlight that is his contribution in the art industry. So please do stay tuned in as we reflect on his contribution as well as his legacy. I'm Officially Poetic, and alongside that is MC The Dragon, who's of course in field at the Dilimani Recording Studios. We will be crossing later on to her. But for now, these are the sounds of Big Band, that is of course with the song Leader of the Brave, a tribute to His Excellency. That was, of course, the sounds of Nema United Gospel with We Pray. Right now, I'm joined, that is here in studio, that is with the man that opened the show. It is a big band that is, of course, here with me right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How do you do?
No, I'm doing absolutely amazing. So obviously, you opened the show, that is, of course, with a tribute song that is to the late president.
Yes.
Can we just have, what inspired you to write that song?
Let me explain that it was not necessarily an inspiration, but more like a trigger.
Yeah.
Like you hear news and then you are triggered to do something about it. I generally have problems with expressing myself unless it is through something creative like a song. So whatever shock, pain, grief that I was feeling, I had to just channel it somehow. And it was very early morning hours, around 5 o'clock, when I woke up and got the notices and so on. And look, this is naturally how I process emotions and feelings. And that's how I got to do the song.
But this song literally took you less than 48 hours.
Actually 2 hours.
2 hours to create.
Yeah, that's why it's very short.
How did you know exactly that it was done? You know, so much emotions were in it as well.
Actually, there was a time I had 4 sentences in English and 2 sentences in Ochierero. And as I tried to continue, I just felt like I'm blocked. I can't go any further. And so I said, well, that's that. If this is what the universe gives me, then that should be enough. And that's how we ended up with just that. And that's what is on repeat. And now that I listen to it and I start going into each of the sentences, I'm like, yeah, it is enough.
Yeah. No,
Totally.
but it is 100% totally enough.
Yeah.
But with that song, there is a fine line between, you know, celebrating him as well as mourning him. How did you come up with that?
Unfortunately, in this occasion now, you are mourning a person, even though I personally didn't have a personal relationship or anything. But this is a loss of somebody's life, somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, and also, most of all, a head of state. Which is very new to us as Namibians. But at the same time, you are also, you can't just be doom and gloom, because you are also remembering the good times, that you are remembering the good vibes. I'm remembering being on stage and having the president sitting somewhere, moving his feet under the
He
table.
did love to dance.
And sometimes standing up and just shake it a little bit. Of course, now he can't do his whole Panzula move there because of protocol issues, but you would see that he wants to enjoy this moment, but then he remembers, I'm the head of state. And yet, here's another thing that we should celebrate as Namibians. How many leaders have we had? And now, based on the change in leadership and how smooth and everything goes, I'm like, yeah, I'm also celebrating being Namibian. I'm really happy to be a Namibian. It is actually by choice, not just by birth.
Thank you so much, Big Ben. That is, of course, for coming through, as well as just performing that amazing tribute song. We 100% appreciate you. That is, of course, coming through here in the studio. With that being said, that was, of course, Big Ben here in studio with his tribute song. That was Leader of the Brave. Right now, we are going to be crossing over. That is to MC The Dragon, who is at the Dilimani Recording Studios.